We have now arrived in the town of Nördlingen on the Romantic Road. This is a huge place, a lovely place to take a look round and see what's going on. Come and follow us. I'm sure we'll see some amazing sights. Now we have here a map of Nördlingen. These are all over the town, and it looks quite spherical, doesn't it? Almost like a huge pizza with the buildings and the church and whatever as the topping. All the way around the outside is a wall. It's a wall city, like most of them are around here actually. And on the wall are various towers, like this one here, there, this one, all the way around it. It's several. Now, 15 million years ago, a meteorite hit this location and formed this huge crater. And Nördlingen is actually built inside that crater. I found that extremely fascinating. I hope you do too. The motorhome Straße is just there, and you keep walking and keep walking and walking, and you get to the middle, which is where the church is, the very centre. Now it looks like it's going to be one of those wet days, so we brought our brollies along so that it's kind of a deterrent more than anything, because whenever we bring them, it never rains.
Yes, that's right. When we don't have them, we get soaked.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, look at the size of that sign there. That is the biggest exit sign I've ever seen. Now we've not gone very far, and already we're surrounded by beautiful buildings. We've also got some stage kind of seating areas. Now I think what's happening, or has happened rather, is that they've had a parade through here, just like we had in that town a few days ago, which now I can't remember the name of. I think one of the first things we're going to do before it rains is go up that tower, which costs €4 each. Here's the entrance to the cathedral. Whoa, very large. Right, let's go in. Okay, so another cathedral and another huge expanse of space, really tall columns. The roof is not as tall as the last one we were in, but yeah. I must say there's one organ. That looks actually quite pretty, that one, but there's also another one, a bigger one, just at the back there. Now here's one thing you don't normally see in a cathedral, or any church for that matter, is a tree, or part of an old tree, the trunk, hollowed. I don't know why it's here. I'm sure someone would be able to tell me. Right, we're climbing the tower at the moment, and the entrance is actually outside the main cathedral. We believe that the payment is right at the top, so you can't refuse it. Oh wow, there's a huge wheel here. Oh my goodness, look at the size of that. I wonder if people got in there or something and made it move. Like a huge mouse wheel, yeah. Then there's what looks like a gearing or brake or something. I found out what this huge mouse wheel is all about. Yeah, people got in there, normally prisoners, and used their weight to move that rope. Now the rope was attached to a lift, so it's just lifting people up and down all day. And that is what it said on that sign there, all in German, translated by Google. And that is a hand winch which replaced the huge mouse wheel. I keep calling it a mouse wheel. Sounds like something you might find with your computer. Well, according to this sign here, we're about halfway up the tower, probably around about 70 metres or 41 metres of 70. It feels like we've been walking for days. Everything is getting narrower. Yes. We're as high as the bells now. I hope they don't go off because that's going to be quite deafening, isn't it? Paid our €4 each. Let's have a look. Oh, a bit misty. Yeah, it's a shame about the view. You can't really see very far because of the mist. That's where we were a moment ago, just down there. You see the seating and all the impressive buildings. from up here you can have an idea of where you're going to be eating for lunch, or where you're going to grab a coffee. There's one of the towers. That looks quite interesting, doesn't it? There's another one of the towers, and then the one next to it is covered in tarps and scaffolding. St. Cranulus, the patron saint of cranes, has spread their worship all across the town. It all looks like a model village from up here. Now from up here you can get a perfect spot for people watching, if you like that. And the amount of people I've seen picking their nose is incredible. Oh, oh, lovely. Just happened to press record at the right time. One there. This one, I think. Let's see if there's any others around here. Because there's a church around here. Yeah, there is. There's a church here. Ding. Yep, 12 o'clock. It's amazing actually, but I bet it's quite annoying if you live here. As you can see, we're now safely on the ground. But one thing, I've got a state in my hand. That's from the rail as you're holding it, as you're walking down the steps. Oh, it smells of iron. We are now back in Herman. It's raining, of course, that was promised, so which is good. We didn't get wet because we took our brollies. We're here because we thought we'd have some lunch. Now, yesterday we did a bit of shopping for this particular thing. I don't know if you guys ever do this, but we love doing this, like build it yourself lunch. We get some fresh rolls or fresh baguette, pate and brie, like a soft spreading cheese, and we just pile it up, have a few bites, and then pile it up again and have a few bites. It's just amazing. Rather than making sandwiches, that's what we do. We've got some rolls in here, but we're still eating our other roll. Now this we thought was liver pate, but in fact it is like a liver sausage. It's quite thick and delicious. German brie, ignore the cheddar, that's from Belgium. We've got some German sausage, some German tomatoes, or probably mixed in with some Belgian ones as well, and some German apples. Very homemade, very local, and very delicious. Well, the rain has stopped and we've decided to go for a little walk. Well, actually it might be a long walk around the wall. You can walk along the wall, top of the wall, and look down on well, either side really. One side's got like a view like that, or arrow slits, and the other streets and houses. Well, we've done some wandering around Nördlingen today, and we've noticed that there are an awful lot of pigs. So the story goes, myth in fact, or maybe legend, is that way back in 1440, an old lady went out to get a tankard of beer for her husband. It's a bit weird if you ask me. And on her way to the beer place, she come across a pig. Now she thought it was a bit weird, why is the pig let loose? And she thought, what's going on here? Anyway, she noticed that the gate where the pig was unlocked, and she thought, well, that's not right, that's just got to be locked. So she reported it. The two guards that were on duty at the time, who were supposed to have locked the gate, owned up to accepting a bribe from, now I forget who it was now, but some big lord or something.
Oh dear.
And the idea being that they would keep the gate unlocked because that evening they were planning, this lord was planning on invading the town. So the folk round here worship the pig for saving the town.
That's why there's so many different kind of pigs around here. Okay.
Next time on Jack and Nori, we're going to tell you about the story of Humpty Dumpty. Where we parked is in this motorhome Stellplatz, €8 for 24 hours. We haven't decided yet whether or not we're staying or not. We're only like half an hour from Dinkelsbühl which is where we just came from. Herman's there, not plugged into electric. We just filled up with LPG in Dinkelsbühl. There's another Heimer here. Look at that one. How gorgeous is that? A little bit longer than Herman, I think. I did see another one somewhere. Heimers are plenty round here, I must say. Anyway, this motorhome plaza, this Stellplatz, is very large. You can see there's quite a few motorhomes down there, both columns, and there's a few more over there, so plenty of room to park up. Now, yeah, we haven't decided whether or not we're parking up for the whole 24 hours. You can't get anything smaller from looking at the payment machine, so €8, and you stay as long as you want, as long as it's 24 hours. And you can get electric as well. Plenty of motorhomes got electric here, but again, we're still running on gas. This morning we've arrived at Harburg Castle along the Romantic Road, and we're going to have a look around. It's cost us €3.50 to get in each, and for a motorhome it is €8 for 24 hours. There's no other value you can buy for. You can't buy for hours, in other words. You can't buy hours. So we're going to have a wander around. Now, the thing is, there's an extra cost of €5 each if you want a guided tour. And the guided tour takes you through all these buildings, along the ramparts up there, and through those buildings, and blah, blah, blah. A lot more history, which takes about an hour, apparently. But we're going to have a little wander around here and see what this place is like, because we're going to be heading off a bit further south down the Romantic Road in a moment or two. Apparently that is the well. No, that can't be right. Ah, no, that's the well. Right, okay, yes, that's the well. It is an impressive castle. Yeah, it's even got its own car park. Another misty day to start with, at least. And from up here, it's a great view of Harburg. It's quite a nice little town. There's a river going through it with a very picturesque looking bridge. Here's the entrance to the courtyard with its own portcullis. Nice wooden one there. Yeah, it's got its own bar and restaurant, which is very nice, especially when it starts to rain like it has now. Now, I've lost Zoe. I don't know where she is. The last time I saw her, she was in the garden area, but I have a desire to buy tomatoes for some reason. I have no idea why.
Buy tomatoes?
There she is.
Are you going to throw the tomatoes at me?
Yeah. Do you deserve being in there?
No.
Yeah,
No.
naughty. Nasty piece of work she is.
No.
So, this is the car park. And over here is where you can park your motorhomes and get LiQWYD, electric hookup, all for €8 for 24 hours. But there's Herman just there on his lonesome. Right, we have arrived in Augsburg, and we stopped off at another air, Stellplatz, and it's been raining for the rest of the day. In fact, it's just slightly raining now, but we're going out because it is the perfect day to do a wash, and it is the middle of our holiday, meaning that we will be running out of clothes in a few days' time. So it's the perfect day to do our washing, and that is what we're doing now. Well, this is the Stellplatz. It's right on the river, although you can't really see it. Loads of room over there, loads of room here. This is the payment stations, €10 for 24 hours. Yeah, bearing in mind we've already paid €8 for the other place at the castle. €10 only takes coins, so I'm not paying that because I haven't got the enough money in coins. So we're going to go to the laundrette and see if we can get change there for one thing. And of course the laundrette only takes coins as well, so go figure. The laundrette is only a 10-minute walk away, so we're not going to get that wet. I hope. Well, we've managed to do our washing and pay the meter, the parking meter, all sorted. It has finally stopped raining, although we've still got our brollies, and we've, I don't know, walked about half an hour. Well, it feels like probably longer than that. My feet are killing me.
Yeah, mine
walked towards the
Town hall.
middle of Augsburg. Augsburg is a city with city things going on in it, like millions of people and buses and trams and cars and smells and all that kind of thing, and wasps, go away, and pigeons. So right there is the town hall of the Rathaus. Very impressive. And of course Cranley, the patron saint of cranes, adorns the skies and worships and looks down on us, I suppose. Now, standing right beside the Rathaus is the Perlach Tower. Can you see the top? Unfortunately, it's got a lot of scaffolding on it, but can you see the very top? Well, maybe if I there's the top, just there. They've actually taken the top off and brought it down to ground level. Isn't that amazing? So fountains, nothing special, are they really? Ornaments, beautiful, nice sounding, but this one, isn't it weird? Now, water can come out from anywhere you want, I guess, but what about, well, I suppose water can be spouted from any orifice, but that is a bit weird. I'm sure it means something like feeding babies natural foods and stuff. I do not know, but that is odd, if you ask me. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Right, well, we've decided to stop off at this Bavarian eatery called Das Worthaus, and we've ordered our drinks first of all. Zoe's got the bigger drink, of course, because she's a bit piggy like that. Hold on a second. I need a sip. Yeah, Zoe's got the bigger glass, and we just need to order our food. That's all. I'm going to go for some sort of Bavarian dish, and Zoe's going to go for a burger.
I know, it's not very exciting, is it?
Well, it sounds very exciting.
Is it?
It does, yeah. So let's get an order, and we'll show you them in a moment. Right, the food's arrived. And I wasn't particularly hungry, but now I am starving. Zoe's got her burger, which looks like it's been stabbed.
It does.
And mine looks divine. Look at that. That's pork and some potato dumpling. And a cabbage thing. Sauerkraut? I don't know. Right, let's get and eat. Like I said, I'm hungry.
Ooh, that's nice.
And thirsty by the looks of things.
Stuffed, aren't you?
Yeah, I am full as well.
Yes.
And that beer didn't help either.
No.
Just an ordinary burger?
Well, it wasn't, because it had a really lovely beef burger, but it wasn't a plain one, if you know what I mean. With a nice chutney and bacon and cheese with a homemade bun. It was all very nice.
Yeah, and mine was delish as well.
Yeah.
Do you know, I mean, pork is very fatty, and it was very thick, this
And
meat.
You gave me a little bit, didn't you? And it was very, melt in your mouth, wasn't it, pork?
It was, yeah. Good morning. We are now in Landsberg, Lech, and that is on the Romantic Road. And this is a quaint little town, very beautiful, lots of things to see. And we're going to start off with the tourist and information, because that building looks amazing.
It does.
It's just over there.
Yes.
Well, we've just come out of the tourist information. She's given us a walk to do. It should take a couple of hours to do that. In the meantime, we got a bit hungry, so we decided to get a pastry each. Oh, goodness me, look at yours. Yours is a croissant of some sort.
Very nice.
And I've just got a normal pretzel. She's very naughty. Right, let's do this walk, and we'll take you along with us. Nice little square here. Some places to eat. A bit quiet though. Right beside this tower here. This is called Dyer's Gate. Doesn't look anything impressive, but Looks like people are actually living in it. We just walked underneath there. Now on the other side, just down there, that is Baker's Gate. And all these buildings along here, they used to be the old mill. You can tell because there's a water wheel right at the end, look. Now this impressive church, with its onion on the top of its tower, in my guide here, it just says that's the town church. That's all it says. And a few other things about the inside, but we'll see if we can go inside in a moment. Very impressive, if you ask me. Well, I seem to be a bit speechless in this church, which you may not believe. I think I'm a bit churched out, but this is another beautiful church, lots of white and gold and many cherubs, and that huge vaulted ceiling. Right, back to Ads, who is now somewhere else in the town. What we have here is the Bavarian Gate, built in 1425. It is one of the most beautiful and best preserved Gothic city gates in the whole of Germany. And of course, Cranley, the patron saint of cranes, worships the entire area, looking down upon it and making sure that any work on it is done professionally. And the best part of all, you can actually go inside and climb the tower and get a brilliant view over the city, over the town, and that crane. Standing in the middle of the tower, actually, it's got one entrance there, which is very pretty. You can walk along that, and then spinning around, and then there's another one where the tower is connected to. All right, we're climbing the steps for the tower, but I think this is just going to get us to the payment kiosk. Oh, look. Oh, I see, we're up the... And there's the ground level where you just saw me from. Oh, this is fascinating. Yeah, so it's €4 to get in and climb the tower, but we're going to continue our walk around the town. Now from the car park where we parked up, this is the first gate we come to. This is called the Sandow Gate, the northern gate of the town. Quite impressive, isn't it? Especially when you know, it's the first thing you see when you enter the town. Now we are back at the car park when we're just ready to have some lunch before we move on to the next destination, and we've had a bit of a surprise. Look, there's not one, but there's 4 little Heimers. Looks amazing, don't they all? Now, can you tell which one is Herman though? So we're going to have a spot of lunch, and then we're going to be continuing along the Romantic Road. Check out the next video in our series, and until next time, say goodbye, love.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Oh, there you go. You get some French as well. Bye-bye. And thanks for watching.
German, darling.
And if you like this kind of nonsense, then give us a thumbs up and a subscribe.